In this video, we're gonna be covering some upcoming NFT projects that you gotta look out for. The first one we're gonna cover is going to be Brian NFT by Brandom. So essentially, there's this company called Matchingham Games, and they made this app called Braindom Brain Games Test. And as you can see, it's a very popular game. It's number 49 in the entire world, 96,000 reviews. So it's doing pretty good on the App Store. You can see like BTS over here. And so Brian NFT is basically taking their main character from that game and they're creating an NFT set from this. It's gonna be 9,999 unique 3D NFTs with hundreds of attributes. So when we're looking at some of the footage that they put out on their Twitter, essentially they have these 3D models that are all made in-house by their team. Just from the looks of the graphics and the renderings, it looks pretty good. It seems like they know what they're doing. They hired the right people to make this look good, especially because they're taking a, let's say, more like mobile 2D kind of game and making it 3D. So impressive on that front, definitely. And just as a reminder, Braindom is not only their app game that's successful, they also have multiple games all over the App Store and the Google Play Store. So a lot of these do have a lot of reviews, a lot of players, and happy customers, or happy players at least. And at a minimum, each of these games at the lowest will have 10 million downloads. Their most popular game, Braindom, with the Brian character, has over 100 million downloads, so you can kind of see how legitimate they are before moving into NFTs. Now, what's interesting about this company is that because they've been in business for a while doing the mobile app stuff, it's like a legit company already earning real revenue, and they're moving into the NFT space, and they're gonna have to make that transition. And this is kind of different from other projects where they'll sell an NFT and then they will build a game, so you never know how long it will take before the game is complete. In this situation, they already have games, and then now they're transitioning it into NFTs. Now, if we actually go to the website itself and we try to learn more a little bit about who this project is, obviously they have a lot of accolades of like being #1 in all these different categories. And looking at the roadmap, essentially level 1, level 2, level 3 that they're saying is all like the mobile app stuff that they already did. And now level 4, which is step 4 of the roadmap, is that they're creating these 3D characters, and they're going to try to implement these characters into their games. Now, there's not a whole lot of information on, how exactly this NFT will play a factor into the games that they already have, or if they're developing new games, but it's definitely interesting to see, how they're going to do this. And if you're interested in following along, you can check out their Discord. And they were also kind enough to offer whitelist spots for our community. So if you want to check that out and other whitelist opportunities, check out the Parallax Discord. Next project we're going to be talking about is going to be World of Zosei. And basically it's a collection that kind of rides off of the anime vibe that we've seen going on, like, Azuki, and we've seen like Nanoverse doing anime projects, and we've seen Killer Girlfriend, right? And so this is kind of like riding on that trend as well. And World of Zosei actually was kind enough to offer us some whitelist spots. So if you want to get whitelist spots like that, make sure to join the Parallax Discord. There's not too much information about this project yet. The art looks pretty good. They're getting quite a bit of engagement on their Twitter. So far just a lot of different giveaways. So I'm really looking forward to see what more information they have, especially like who the team is, what are their long-term visions. And there's a little bit of this on their Discord, but again, not much information, but something to look out on your radar if you're interested in this kind of art. In other news, we have Nike suing StockX for selling unauthorized NFT picks as NFTs. So we covered this in a previous video where StockX sell physical sneakers and they're gonna turn them into NFTs, so that instead of moving these sneakers around and buying and selling it, why not just buy the NFT on Ethereum, for example, and then it'd be a lot easier to buy and sell. Now the problem with this, and which is why Nike is suing StockX, is because when you're taking a picture of a Nike shoe and you're selling it as an NFT for profit, then you're kind of taking the copyright and trademark of Nike and selling it as a digital asset. And because the space is so new, it's really gray and unclear of like what's okay and not okay, but I can understand that Nike is suing StockX because they plan to release their own NFT sometime in February. Definitely interesting to follow, and I'm curious to know how this will all play out, because it's going to determine what other third parties can do when it comes to using another person's IP into an NFT. Okay, so the final project we're gonna be covering is going to be Karafuru. And if you've been on crypto Twitter over the last weekend, you know that this was a super hyped project. Right now, the floor is gonna be 3.59. I actually bought 2 of these myself. Why I wanna talk about this project, because it is kind of like a case study, right? When we kind of look into the brand of who this company is, they have this company called Museum of Toys, which is kind of like a retailer that brings high-end toys and sells it into Indonesia. There's a market of this. Think of like people who collect Oz toys or like bear bricks and like put them in their house, right? But there definitely is a market, and the assets of these things can increase. These kind of guys are moving into the NFT space. They're taking that aesthetic, putting it into NFT. And one thing I thought that they did was really smart, and why I think the floor is so high, is because they hyped it up a lot. A lot of cybercongs actually supported this project, and they did a lot of these one-of-one drawings to get people to talk about it. And the way it kind of works is that a lot of times when cybercongs buy into the project, a lot of people just copy what they do just because cybercongs did it. It doesn't necessarily mean the project is good or bad. It just means that people believe in it, and it's just kind of like, if this person bought, then I want to buy, and then the next person wants to buy, and it kind of continues this train. So I thought it was really smart that they put in the energy to build those connections and do all these one-of-ones of cybercongs. But the review hasn't happened yet, yet, so we'll see if the price goes up or down or what happens after the review. What I'm really interested in seeing is that how are they going to implement their core business of like, let's say toys, for example, and implement that into NFTs. It's quite different, it's quite new, the art's kind of interesting, so I'm definitely following along on this project. And I think one of the main takeaways I had when I bought this project was that a lot of people in the narrative that creates a story around this is that people are like, oh, this is gonna be the next Suzuki, this thing is gonna get to 7 to 10 ETH. Will it actually get there? Remains to be unclear, right? A lot of things have to happen, but it's really interesting for me to see how hype and narrative can drive a price up. And then from there, it's really finding that niche audience, core supporters that will actually hold your project, believe in it, and want to see what the outcome looks like in the long term. So I'm holding it for a bit, gonna see what happens right before review, and then let you guys know what happens. And so that's it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.